Hello everybody, Ian Barkin here again, and I'm thrilled because I'm here with my friend and co-founder and colleague, David Brain, who's COO of Symphony Ventures. And David, we were in Poland recently, put together an award-winning video all about our Robotic Operating Center. And so I wanted to talk to you about Robotic Operating Centers.
Fantastic.
So, first, what are they? And then, why do we think folks need them?
Brilliant. Okay, well, yeah, it was really good to be over with you and the team over in Poland and launching our first of the Robotic Operating Centers. One more to come soon over in India, and a third coming into the UK for people that want UK onshore clients. So what is a ROC? We build a ROC as a Robotic Operating Center, really to support our clients in managing the robots once they're up and in production, because these robots need a bit of maintenance to make sure that they continuously improve and that they run to their schedules, and any exceptions because the system goes down or because perhaps a business rule or an application changes, that we're there in order to apply the changes quickly and make sure that the robots run resiliently, efficiently and effectively.
Okay. So give me an example. I mean, we are the HR for digital labor for many enterprises, and so what's one situation? What's one sort of scope of work that we run, and then you say like they do need caring for? What's an example of where we've had to step in and care for a robot?
Absolutely. So it could be anything from a finance and accounting process, or an HR process, or banking, or a lot of US healthcare we do as well. And really, with each of these processes, you may find that over a course of a year, a business rule might change, or a system might change.
Right.
You could be using a SaaS application or something that sits on the enterprise. Yep. And quarterly, there'll be new changes that are rolled out, some of which may require changes to the robot, some of which will not.
Okay.
And then you've also got the day-to-day stuff as well, in terms of, PCs do sometimes need restarting.
I have heard this.
That does happen. There may be an account issue or whatever it might be, so just checking that the robots are running effectively and stepping in if there's any issues.
Great.
And really what we've done with the ROC is really look at how can we optimize every single part of that end-to-end process, so that you can stabilize, optimize, and then maintain these robots with far less resource, but also you can spot issues and respond to them far quicker, and in some cases preemptively. Right. So you can see that a machine or a system is starting to slow down and start addressing the symptoms before it turns into an issue.
Right, okay. And I guess this bears a lot of sort of similarity to IT management, right? Enterprises either chose to maintain and manage their own IT, or they decided, this isn't necessarily our particular skill set, and it makes more financial and operational sense to have an expert do it. Is it the same idea here?
It absolutely is. And also one of the things to consider is that this is still quite a relatively young industry. Yeah. I mean, Symphony, we've been doing it for 4 years. Our teams have been doing it for longer. But really, the amount of effort that we've plowed into implementations and management over the 4 years has given us tremendous experience. It really fast-tracked us as leaders in the space. And what that's allowed us to do is really harness all of those insights and make sure that we have the best standards and the best approaches to managing robots. And applying that and benefiting from all of that knowledge is one of the benefits. But another key benefit is also this is an area where I'm sure anyone who's got a team who are trained in this space sees there's high attrition. Generally. I mean, everyone is in very much demand. Yeah. So, we see some clients who, delighted to support them in building their own centers of excellence and their own teams to implement and support and maintain. Right. But some of these clients struggle with keeping hold of the real, strong talent that they have in their organization. Right. So by leveraging a ROC, you leverage our much bigger team of RPA expertise and all of the management layers that we have on top of it to really make that effective. Right.
So the digital labor, the robots that we're managing in our ROC, are ones that we built or that enterprise clients built, or we built together with them?
Yeah, it's a combination. So we're seeing more and more where we're being asked to pick up the support and maintenance for robots that we don't build.
Okay.
The digital labor that we
Very
don't
interesting.
And in such a scenario, we developed our own software that will go in and review the robots that have been built, check them against our delivery standards.
Interesting, okay.
And then where there are differences, we can then understand those differences.
Right.
And potentially we can either make some changes to the configuration so that it brings it in line with our standards.
Right.
Or where not, it's just important that we understand how this differs from how we go about building and maintaining, so that we know what's required in order to support it.
Outstanding. So either ones we help build or ones we sort of inherit, we can sort of assess their relative strengths, merits, design parameters, so that we can assume that HR for Robots role with them.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's lovely seeing you. We don't get
too.
to do this very often, and hopefully we get to do it again soon. Thanks everyone for listening. Hope you enjoyed that and learned a little bit more about what a robotic operating center is and can be. And that's all for today. Talk to you later.
Thank you very much.